When simplifying these radicals that have fractions, the first thing I always check is if the bottom number could possibly be a perfect square that moves out. 81 is a perfect square. The square root of 81 is 9. So I'm going to start by moving that square root of 81 to the outside and taking the square root. I've done nothing to the top, so this 20x to the 5th is still under the radical sign. Make sure you don't make the radical sign go down where it shows the 9 being under it. I moved this out. It is no longer under a radical sign. I know that 9 is a perfect square, but since it's not under a square root anymore, do not take the square root of that 9. All I need to do now is see if I can break down the stuff under the radical sign up here. So 20 is not a perfect square, but it breaks down into 4 times 5, and the 4 is a perfect square that I can take to the outside. X to the 5th breaks apart into 4 x's with one more x, and the x to the 4th will move out. Don't forget about the 9 that you still have on the bottom. When you move these out and take the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of x to the 4th is x squared. On the inside, you still have this 5 and x, and on the bottom, you have a 9. If these two numbers that are both outside of the square root sign could reduce, like if this were a 2 and a 10, I would reduce them, but they don't reduce, and this is my final answer.